When God made Karpal Singh, he broke the mold. If ever there was a man who looked adversity in the eye, who battled it fearlessly, overcame it with dignity, that man is Karpal Singh. If ever there was a lawyer who was a consummate professional and a great humanitarian, that man is Karpal Singh. If ever there was an honourable man, loyal to his principles, to the rule of law and the federal constitution, that man is Karpal Singh. Like many lawyers, I knew and admired Karpal Singh as I grew up at the Malaysian bar. He was already well known as a famous lawyer who spoke out on matters others were afraid to even mention. He epitomized the raison d'etre of the Malaysian bar. In summary, in upholding the cause of justice, uninfluenced by fear or favor. At an EGM of the Malaysian bar in 1977, it was Karpal who proposed a motion against the Essential Security Cases Regulations 1975, or ESCA, in which he described ESCA as repressive and against the rule of law. The resolution called for members of the bar to withdraw from all ESCA cases. Those words, repressive and against the rule of law, were to be his constant battle cry against all forms of oppression. He himself faced some of the worst forms of oppression. His detention under the ISA and the sedition charges he faced are but some. I was in court that day when it was fixed for the sentencing of Karpal Singh in his latest sedition trial. I cringed as I heard the state push for a custodial sentence. For me, that epitomized what I always believed to be a persecution rather than a prosecution. Yet, Karpal was his usual cool and dignified self. According to Govind, he was ready to go to jail. Instead, he was fined 4,000 ringgit, which would disqualify him from his position as Member of Parliament. In a statement to the press, when the state filed a cross-appeal to enhance his sentence, he said, "They want to send me to jail." But he was not cowed in the slightest. In fact, for all the years that Karpal Singh was held in detention or charged, he was never bitter. Every time someone attacked Karpal, he only grew in stature. He was fearless because he spoke the truth. Karpal lived the immortal words of Walter Scott: "Without courage, there cannot be truth, and without truth, there can be no other virtue." There are many whose spirit would have been broken by the accident which put him in a wheelchair, not Karpal. If Karpal was tall before, he was even taller in his wheelchair. He never lost that twinkle in his eyes, nor his sense of humor. In an interview on his 70th birthday, he said about his disability, laughing, and I quote, "But one of these days," he said, "with stem cell research and so on, you never know, I might just become an athlete and break all sorts of records." In the same interview, he summarized his philosophy of life thus, and I quote, "I think we just have to soldier on, no matter what adversities come our way, because these are to be expected along the journey. So we have to get up and get on." It was said of Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th and last of the living gurus of Sikhism, that he was known for his personal bravery under all circumstances, his persevering endurance amidst difficulties, his advocacy for living a life of honesty, taking the side of truth, and defending one's principles above all. Guru Gobind Singh infused in the hearts and minds of his followers the spirit to fight oppression in order to restore justice, peace, and righteousness, and to uplift the downtrodden people in this world. The Sri Guru Granth Sahib, holy book of the Sikhs, said this, and I translate, "He may be cut apart, piece by piece, but he never leaves the field of battle." Ladies and gentlemen, one can see in this description of the revered Guru Gobind Singh what a true son of his, Karpal Singh, was. What a warrior for justice he was in the true spirit of the Sikh religion. He never left the battlefield of righteousness, and he defended truth to the end. While the Penang state government rightly bestowed honors upon him, the ultimate tribute was in the hordes of people who turned up to bid him farewell last weekend. Someone was apparently overheard saying at his funeral, and I quote, "Sir, if you could see the thousands of people here to say goodbye, more than any ceramah, you would know your life was not in vain." To Gurmit Kaur, his children and grandchildren and other members of the family, thank you for sharing this wonderful man with us and the nation. You have no idea how much we depended on him. You mourn the loss of your Karpal, who was a wonderful husband, father, and grandfather. And we mourn the loss of our Karpal, our representative, friend, supporter, and true statesman. I am pleased to see that the Karpal Singh spark and fire lives on in his children, whom Gurmit has raised so well with Karpal. We say thank you to his loyal friend, Michael Cornelius, who served him to the end and we offer our condolences to his family. Ladies and gentlemen, there is only one Karpal Singh, and we will never forget his remarkable life. His legacy will live on forever as an inspiration to all of us.